and it has a template for you to use, and I'm going to show you one that I created as an example. I'm going to read over the directions and then show you my example and talk about what you need to do. Directions. You will create 3 postcards displaying information that you learned about different major physical features on Earth. Each postcard displays information for one physical feature. Each writing must be at least 5 to 6 complete sentences. See postcard's rubric and review of the example for specific details. This is the rubric. So if you want to get the most points, look in this column. Okay? This lets you know what are we looking for to get that 100. All right, let's go to my example slide. So my example slide has the same first and second slide. This says postcard number 1 is on the next 2 slides. So you see the slide here. So I've already filled it out, but yours is going to look like this, okay? So on mine, what I did is you will have to move that text box just a little to get to the writing, and I put greetings from the Nile River. So I watched the video on the Nile River, and then I took some notes, and I'm using that as my example. On this slide, you also need to insert multiple pictures of your physical feature. I chose a map, which is a text feature, which is fine, and an actual photograph of the Nile. You could add a caption. That's always good to do, or you don't have to. All right, let's move on to the actual writing part. This is pretty much laid out like a friendly letter. I have a greetings here. You'll need to have a greetings from the Nile River. And I used a little exclamation. I started out with a hook. After looking over my details, I decided that I wanted to arrange them together, making sure that I have my transitional phrases, and also I use, those are in blue, so like one interesting fact, another interesting fact, and then I even went into detail a little bit more and I said, for example. So those are some transitional phrases. My last transitional phrase that I use is in conclusion, and that's in blue. So your last sentence, you could do in summary or to wrap it up, in conclusion. Let's look over this though, the whole paragraph. I said, did you know that the Nile River is the longest river in the world? That right there is called a hook. So I've hooked my audiences into reading and learning more. Wow, I didn't know that. So that's something new that I learned. And then I start out with my first transitional phrase. One interesting fact is that the Nile is located in Africa and flows south to the Mediterranean Sea in the north. And then I go to my next fact or detail. Another interesting fact is that the Nile flows through 11 countries in Africa. The Nile is extremely important to the countries that it flows through. Now I'm using a little transition. For example, over 95% of Egypt's population depends on the river's water and live within a few miles of the river. And now I'm wrapping it up. I'm on my last sentence already. In conclusion, the Nile is an amazing river that has a great impact on its environment. After that, I have my closing. I said, hope that you get to visit. You can put sincerely. It's up to you. And then I put my name, Mrs. Hayslip. Now, with the details, you need to provide at least 3 details or facts about the physical feature. Okay, and I did that. And I even stated one interesting fact. So you could use those as sentence starters. One interesting fact, another interesting fact. Make sure you have a conclusional phrase to kind of conclude it. Okay, I hope this example helps you. If not, please let us know, your teacher, and we will help clarify even more. Have a wonderful day.